Greetings from Deal. We're here in Beast Domain, southwestmost part of Beast Domain, killing some tree stumps. Annulus and Deal are here with my buddy Way Out and his Bard, his Bard box. And we also have a healer merc that's doing healing work for us. And we have one of Way Out's buddies from another guild who's a shaman. That's giving us ancillary heals, slows, sloth, shaman epic that can help us in the DPS department. And essentially, we're doing what's called a lesson burn or lesson of the devoted. For people that don't know what lesson of the devoted is, it's an alternate advancement ability that will increase your experience gain by 100%. So it like doubles your experience gain that you would get either if it's set to regular experience or to AAs. Right now we're at max level 95 for this expansion, and we're working alternate advancements. AAs get quite expensive. Right now, the next rank of Weapons Mastery of the Scout for Annulus, it costs 54 AAs. And for Deal, Weapons Mastery of the Assassin costs 20. So it's nowhere near as bad as it is for pure melee as it is for hybrids. Hybrids have it bad. But yeah, 54 for one rank, so we're really going to need this AA to work those ranks. And I think that kind of speaks to the larger issue, which I was kind of pointing out on some of my previous videos about boxing and, more importantly, mercenaries. How some have made the claim that, that's it's destroyed the game, which, I mean, actually, if you look at what we're doing here, we are using one healer merc to kind of fill in the gap. We are boxing, but the fact that we're boxing together, and so we're going, rogue, ranger, necromancer, bard, shaman, and healer merc. So we are boxing, we are using a healer merc, but we're making the most efficient use out of that. So there's no way I could possibly get the number of AAs that I get from this lesson burn if I were to do it on my own. So for people that say boxing or mercenaries take away the social aspect, that's invalidated, because we need to talk to one another to establish the group, and we're communicating with each other. And for people say that, well, boxing is destroying the game, it's not the case at all. Because there's no way we could possibly do this. I mean, I could come here with my healer and my tank merc, and we could kill these mobs, but there's no way we could get the XP on our own. And my main contribution to this group is really just efficiency, killing these mobs quickly, and as it's so quick that I'm not even snaring. I think I did snare here, so I snare sometimes, but I don't even think I need to snare, because we're just utterly liquefying these mobs. I've seen Way Out twin cast for 500,000. And I was telling some of my guildmates, Deal can do that with finishing blow and massive strike and stuff, but he generally is doing that versus a humanoid. But Way Out does it against everything. So and he really tops the DPS charts. So when you put them together with the DPS that I have, it's really just total necrosis of all mobs that come anywhere near us. It's great times, So in the southwest part of the zone, we have three main names we're thinking of. One is called a Twisted Strangler. A Twisted Strangler drops a bow, which Annulus is in the market for. He also drops a couple haste items, which are belts, haste belts, and I believe those are for Druid, Monk, Beast Lord, and casters. It has a focus effect of Expanding Mind, which increases mana pool by 750, so not bad for like say if you were to have a boxed mage or a boxed bard. Every single name here max hits for 19k. A Twisted Strangler has an AoE root has a dot component to it, so it might mean you might need range DPS for that fight. There's another name which is kind of like a mound of trash. His name's Tangle Death. He drops this thing called Tangle Death's Core, which is a focus effect for one-hand weapons, and it's really for any sort of priest or caster class to slot into their weapon. And what it does is any offensive spell that they cast, it can add a sympathetic pulse of venom, which is a direct damage poison. It's like a poison blast, which is added to that spell that they cast, which is nice. Tangle Death also drops like a haste item, a haste belt for Monk Beast Lord. Not bad for a boxed Monk Beast Lord. Tangle Death has this viral Poison Bloom, which is a 16k direct damage, 8k dot with 50 disease counters, so you can cure it off. So even Annulus could cure that off, but probably our shaman would cure that off more efficiently if we ran into Tangle Death. And then there's a named snake named Death Squirm that casts Life Squeeze. Life Squeeze can reduce your max hit point pool by 30% for 18 seconds, so 3 ticks. And yeah, I kind of think of Death Squirm as like a big boa constrictor that kind of like squeezes your lungs, not allowing you to take in as much oxygen. Drops kind of a crappy Shadow Knight Pally weapon. One hand's piercing, great for a boxed Pally or a boxed Shadow Knight, and drops a belt, a crappy and a nice version of the same belt, which Druid Monk Beast Lord, and doesn't have haste on it, but it does have Prismatic Ward 5 and Improved Dodge 5. So yeah, got some decent names here. Great area for kiting. As you can tell, it's a nice wide open area. A lot of space between mobs, so you can single pulls are not an issue. I think it's a great place for kiting. I'd like to see Fear Kiting make a comeback, honestly. I'm not sure how efficient it'll be, but I'd like to see it. But if you're going to do it, I think this is a great place to do it, because just given the space between mobs, the wide open area that you are. Basically, right now, Deal and Annulus just broke 90 in their Alaran language. And so that basically opened up the progression to him. So after this, Way Out and his shaman friend, they're going to go off in their direction. I'm going to go off in my direction. We all have our own quests. And so probably what I'm going to do next is work Tier 4 content, try and get Tier 4 group gear for Annulus, and hopefully get some Tier 4 raid gear for Deal. That's the hope. And we're going to focus on visible gear, try and get some gear upgrades. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Great lesson burn. We got a lot of AAs from this, and yeah, I definitely recommend southwestern part of Beast Domain for a lesson burn. Okay, have a good one. Bye.